we'll do it live. Thanks for showing up for our first live show of the semester. It's SA Today. I'm Jake Reiner. We have SA President Dylan Lustig with his campus address, and Vice President Allie Curtis is here to talk about the Vera House campaign. Then later on, we have a report on how last week's SA meetings went with SA reporter Amanda Harry. But first, as always, let's get to your campus headlines. Syracuse ITS's Security Awareness and Training Program for the SU community is up and running online. SecureQ's focuses on 6 topics: preventing device theft, preventing identity theft, social media awareness, computer viruses, copyright infringement, and password safety. Christopher Crode, SU's Director of Information Security, says the program is designed to enable students, faculty, and staff to recognize and make the right choices when it comes to protecting our digital systems and identities. The Syracuse University official mobile app has now been launched for BlackBerry users. The app, which was previously only available for the iPhone and Android, features up-to-date news, a phone and email directory, and access to the library's resources. For more information about the SU mobile app, visit sumobile.syr.edu. The Senate Committee on Honorary Degrees is accepting nominations from faculty, staff, students, and alumni for candidates to receive honorary degrees at commencement in 2013 through 2016. All nominations can be sent to Arthur Jensen, Chair of the Honorary Degree Committee. Syracuse University's Division of Student Affairs is beginning their efforts to support the 18th annual Vera House White Ribbon Campaign. The goal of the campaign on campus is to raise awareness about domestic and sexual violence. The campaign, will run until April 1st. Check back later when we sit down with SA Vice President Allie Curtis, who will tell us more about the campaign. Joining us now is Student Association President Dylan Lustig with our campus weekly address. Dylan?
Thanks, Jake, and thanks CitrusTV for having me this week on SA Today. Just real quick for you guys, for your campus address, I want to talk to you about a couple things. First, we're planning a youth summit, a Young American Summit in collaboration with the White House and with SU administration. This summit is going to prove to be pretty successful, as we're looking for about 300 students and youth of the region of Syracuse to come talk about problems with the country, problems that they see that are pertinent to their futures. And we'll give you more updates on that when we get closer. And the second thing I wanted to talk to you about was Project Impact, what we'll sit down and we'll talk about later on the show. But it's going to be a good way for Syracuse University students not in student association to sit down, come up with some good initiatives, and we'll fund them to help them solve some problems on campus. So check back in soon and we'll let you know what's going on with the summit. Thanks.
Thank you, Dylan, as always. Coming up after the break on SA Today, Vice President Allie Curtis tells us which local organization SA has formed a partnership with. Stay tuned.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Welcome back to SA Today. I'm here with SA Vice President Allie Curtis. And Allie is here to discuss SA's involvement with the Vera House. And Allie, for those of us who are not as familiar with the Vera House, how does it help with domestic violence?
Well, the Vera House works locally with many people in the Syracuse area, as well as students on campus who feel that they need help to combat domestic and sexual violence. So it's very important that we raise awareness and help them with their campaign. As you stated before, it's the 18th annual White Ribbon Campaign, and we always try to do something here at SA for Vera House. We really stepped it up a notch this year, and I'm so proud of everyone in SA for the involvement we've taken on with this.
And you were talking to me earlier about how at the SA meeting last week you all wore white to the meeting to promote the campaign. Talk a little bit about how powerful that was for you.
Absolutely. Well, it's always exciting to see everyone come together as such a large and unified group, and to see every single member of the Student Association show up to our assembly meeting in white. It was incredible. And not only are we doing that, I mean, usually everyone wears a little white ribbon, if that even. Many presidents before have said, you know, it's optional, wear it if you want. This year we actually said, come to the meeting in white. We're going to show that we're really supporting Vera House. And aside from that, we also drafted a resolution to publicly state our support and show that SA is really trying to work with Vera House hand in hand.
That sounds fantastic. And I just had a question, because you know Vera House deals with domestic violence and helping out with that. How do you feel that domestic violence is affecting life here on campus at SU?
Right. Well, it's a very sensitive subject, and it's not something that students will publicly usually state that they've experienced in their life. And not only is it something that hits close to home with many students, I'm sure, it's also something that's prevalent on college campuses, and it's something that we do need to raise awareness about and show that there are support groups for you, and it's okay to come out and ask for help. So not only is it working with students who have faced these problems today, but it's setting up for good relationships in the future and knowing that there are people out there to help you.
So the main goal of the Vera House campaign is to prepare students for life after college, is what you were explaining to me.
Absolutely. So it's not just what you can do now, but making sure you can prevent it later on.
Okay, and and how long is the White Ribbon campaign going to go on for?
Well, we'll be working with the Vera House all the way through April, and it's definitely a relationship that we want to sustain in the future.
Okay, thank you very much. Allie Curtis, the SA Vice President, joining us here on SA Today. Thank you very much. Coming up on SA Today, Citrus TV's Amanda Harry has a report from last week's meetings. So stick around. We'll have that for you right after the break.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Amanda Harry is live from the newsroom on SA Today. Amanda, you went to the Student Association meeting last Monday night, and I've got a couple of questions for you. One being could you describe the reserve fund SA started about 9 years ago but hasn't used since then?
The Student Association didn't realize the fund existed until recently. The original intent of the fund was to alleviate any emergency situations that may arise concerning SA. The money came from students who paid a one-time fee of $10 into the fund. The money hasn't been touched since the fund was created. If an emergency situation were to arise, the board would have the ability to vote on whether or not the money would be used.
All right, and my second question is, the president of the Student Assembly at Cornell University called about a youth summit she wants to put together with the White House. What does the youth summit look like, and how is Syracuse involved?
She is presently working with the Director of Engagement at the White House. The Youth Summit would most likely happen over Skype with Washington representatives, as well as Cornell and Syracuse students. They hope to have the meeting take place sometime in mid-April.
All right, that sounds fantastic. Amanda Harry reporting live from the newsroom And right now we have Dylan Lustig joining us on Essay Today. Okay, Dylan, we heard about Student Association talk last week. Can you give us a short preview of what's going on tonight at the meeting?
Yeah, tonight at the meeting, we have the same kind of setup as we usually do. We have some elections, some special programming deliberations for the comptroller to discuss. We also have Rob Decker coming in from the University Union. He's going to talk to us about his processes and why they choose the artist they do, how they go about choosing that artist, kind of survey data, and then he'll have time to answer some questions for us.
And that's tonight at 7 in Maxwell.
Tonight, 7:30, and it's in Life Sciences 105.
Life Sciences, you're changing it up on
There's
us.
a biology test in Maxwell.
All right,
tonight,
got to accommodate the students as always.
That's right.
We're talking Project Impact, and that's a really nice name. I must say, Dylan, I know this is something that you're really jazzed about. Can you describe what the goal of Project Impact is?
Great. One of our assembly representatives, Mike Cacciatore, actually transferred here from Quinnipiac University, and they had a very similar program there, and he actually brought it to SU and changed a couple things about it. But basically what it does is it encourages students that are not involved in the student association to get involved. So we'll be handing out forms that they can apply for funding from, and they need a group of 4, and you think of something that you need to change or you want to change on campus, you want to bring to campus. For instance, at Quinnipiac, he was telling us that they brought recycle bins into a lot of the administrative buildings. So that's something that they're doing. But we'll choose the winner, they'll get the funds, and they'll make something good happen.
So it's all about making an impact on campus in any way, shape, or form. And moving to the selection process for SA, who receives the funding for SU on the election process?
Who receives the funding? Oh, so what's going to happen is
the selection process.
Right, for Project Impact. They're going to have a student association representative, and that student association representative will be in charge of their accounts, their funds. So when they need the money, they'll go to the SA representative. That SA representative will distribute the funds properly. So I think that makes everything a little bit more easy to deal with. The SA person knows what they're doing, and they know how to help out. So.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Dylan Lustig, our SA president.
Thank you.
That's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Jake Reiner. Student Association meeting starts at 7:30 tonight in the Life Sciences building. Open to all students, so check it out. And have a gorgeous evening, Syracuse.